God, oh, I can't see tomorrow. Gotta live, try to get a little wiggle room, the rest don't stop. Quid pro quo, I need the best y'all got. Trying to make a dollar, flip it like it's vinyl. Trying to make a way. What's it worth to you if the price too high? Quid pro quo, I need the best y'all got. Give me your best. Don't tell me nothing less, cause I'm giving you 100. How you always leaving me with nothing? I'm not impressed. It's gonna take more than this, cause I'm giving you 100. And I don't even know if I can trust you for nothing.
Well, good morning, man. Welcome to Friday, y'all. It is Friday. It is August the 11th. What a fantastic day. 8/11/23. Welcome to Friday. If you're up with us this morning, let's go. Let's go get you a cup of coffee. Pull up a chair. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. Get ready. Good morning, y'all. It's going to be a fantastic day. We have got some big things happening here in Nashville, here in Tennessee. We've got some cool things happening today. And I am super excited to get this day cranked up, super excited to get it started. And I hope you are too. So I'm going to let you, I'm going to let this roll for just a little bit. Hopefully people are going to wake up and get their day started with us. You just got to make it happen. You just got to make it happen. You can make excuses or you can make it happen. I remember when I got into sales a long time ago, my sales manager used to tell me, well, my microphone's way over there. That's not good. Let's put the microphone right here so people can actually hear you. That would be fantastic. My sales manager used to tell me, he said, you can make excuses or you can make money. And so I believe that's probably the case even today. Even right now, you can make excuses or you can make money. So hopefully everybody's going to start waking up here in a second and everybody's getting ready to rock and roll and get up here and be on this call with us because, man, I'm going to tell you, I'm always pretty excited in the mornings. This is going to be a great day. So let's just get rolling. I'm going to get rolling and we'll let people come on as they come on. And maybe the notices are going out late. Facebook is sometimes weird about the notices, but let's get rocking and rolling. My name is Aaron Dwyer. I am one of the two coaches for Drive Reach Game. I'm also one of the team leaders for the collective brokered by EXP, and my wife Christy and I started an old-fashioned brokerage years ago and did the old-fashioned brokerage model. Hey, good morning to you two, whoever that is. I guess that's Adam's Adam. You put your name on there, buddy. Adam. I've got to get you to click that link and get signed up for StreamYard so I can see your little happy face when you say good morning, because you're always the first one to say good morning. And Erica Macklin, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm air high-fiving you right now. Bam, I'm air high-fiving Erica Macklin. Look at Erica Macklin in here first this morning. Erica Macklin, that girl, I like it. So back to my no, I didn't mean to get sidetracked. I just got sidetracked. It's not your fault, Erica. It's just what I do sometimes. So my wife Christy and I started an old-fashioned real estate model, and just recently moved to EXP. I say recently; it's almost a year now. Time flies when you're having fun, and so now we are really, really jumping into expanding how many people we get to help, expanding how many people we get to share with, expanding kind of how many people we get the opportunity to talk to, and today is going to be one of those fantastic days that we get to talk to people that we've never met before. So I'm super excited about that, and looking forward to doing that today. But yeah, the reason for this call, if you're wondering why in the heck we get up at 5:30 in the morning and when I'm in Tennessee, and why in the heck we start this at 6:30 in the morning in Georgia, it really is for this reason. Your morning, my mom always used to tell me that breakfast was the most important meal of the day. that it sort of sets you in the right direction toward having a good day. When you eat a good hearty breakfast, it helps the rest of your day be okay. And so she probably got that from her mom, and her mom probably got that from her mom. So this probably goes back 4 or 5 generations where they say breakfast is the best meal, is the most important meal of the day. Well, I'm here to tell you that your morning is the most important time of your day. That how you start your day, how you begin your day has such a huge impact on how you finish your day, how you experience the next 24 hours or the next 17 hours or the next little bit until you go to sleep again and reset and do it all again the next day. The morning is the most important part. And I read a book last year called The 5 a.m. Club. And the 5 a.m. Club truly changed my life. It really, maybe it was 2 years ago, maybe in 2021. If you've not read the 5 a.m. Club, I'm going to encourage you to read the 5 a.m. Club, because it talks about how important it is for us to gain control of our day, how important it is for us to gain control of the best we can, how we intend, how we set in motion the following hours. And so when Christy and I started this call, it was really just an attempt for us to try to get in front of our agents, have some time to talk to them, to encourage them, to remind them they're in the real estate business. Because if you're in the real estate space and you're watching this, a lot of you get into the real estate business because there's freedom to do things during the day. You're not having to punch a clock. You're not having to be somewhere at a certain time. You have freedom. Well, then that freedom, once you're in the business for a little while, that same freedom turns into probably your single biggest detrimental factor in your business. Because having that freedom creates distraction. Having that freedom creates a spin or a drift. Having that freedom sometimes just causes you to swirl around with no direction at all, with this face of wonder why you don't make any money. And so for us, getting up in the morning, getting up and having this call first thing in the morning really was an attempt for us to help remind you guys to punch your clock, to remind our agents, punch your clock. You're in the real estate business. And because we know that if we can get your day started off in a good fashion, if we can get your day started off in the right direction, in the right intention, then the chances of us having a good day go up exponentially. And if we can string enough good mornings and enough good days together, we can create good months. And if we can string enough good months together, we create great years. And if we can incrementally improve every single moment of our day, y'all, we are on a path to really realizing everything God has for us. And so that's why we do these in the morning. That's why we don't do them in the afternoon. I don't want to try to dive into your day and interrupt your day. I want to start in the morning when the garden's fresh, when your mind is fresh, when you're up and going. But I've got a 19-year-old and an 18-year-old, and they're sleeping on the couch that came with us, came with Christy to come to this event in Nashville that we're doing today. And I was trying to talk to them about the importance of getting up early, the importance of starting your day early. And if they could create the habit at 18, 19, 20 years old, begin to get up early, begin to get up with the sun, get up with this sunrise. There's power in watching the sun come up. So 5 a.m. Club, if you've not read that book, you need to read the 5 a.m. Club. It's a book that changed my life. It's a book that made me appreciate my mornings, made me appreciate the time that I have before my kids get up, before my wife gets up. It allows me to be in contact with God. It allows me to be in contact with me. It allows me to get my day, get my boat pointed in the direction that I want to go today. So that's what I want to talk about today. So if you're watching this later, get up earlier tomorrow. I don't care about Saturday. I'm lying. I will get up early on Saturday because I have made it sort of my point to start getting. I don't get up at 4:30 or 4:45 on Saturdays or 4 o'clock on Saturday, but I will get up earlier on Saturday than probably everybody in the house, just because I value my time by myself so much. And it's not because I don't love my family; it's because I love myself too. So, Erica Macklin, thank you for being up with us this morning. I'm sure we'll have some more people get on here and join us. I want to talk about today a little bit. So today you're going to see some stuff later. We have Coach Bill Pipes in the house. So he's not with. I wish I'd have gotten him on the call this morning. That would have been a really good idea. But we had Coach Bill Pipes came in. If you've never heard of Coach Bill Pipes has been in the real estate space for, over 20 years, as long as we have. And Coach Bill Pipes started with Mike Ferry. Some of you well, Eric, you probably don't remember. If you don't know who Mike Ferry is, Mike Ferry was, matter of fact, I've got one of his script books in my office in Hartwell. Mike Ferry was a coach that I first encountered back in 2013 when I was selling Remax franchises. I'll never forget this. I was in Blue Ash, Ohio, which is a suburb of Cincinnati. I'll never forget this. Now it's coming back to me. Staying at the Crown Plaza in Blue Ash, Ohio, or in Cincinnati, just outside of Cincinnati. And Mike Ferry was doing a conference there, and he was doing a coaching conference at the Crown Plaza. And I was selling Remax franchises at the time, and was going to meet some people to try to sell them Remax franchises there in Cincinnati. And I got a script book. I still have the script book. I still have it in my office. And I stopped by and said, "Hey, can I get one of those?" And they said, "Yes." And so I started. Mike Ferry was my first introduction into scripting. And then some years later, his son, Tom Ferry, became somebody that I started listening to. And so that 2013, 2014, 2015, Tom Ferry took what his dad did and then put a mindset spin on it, put a belief system spin on it, put a Southern California getting in touch with yourself and meditation, and he put a different spin on it. And Erica, you know, I love me some Tom Ferry. But Bill Pipes was with Mike Ferry when Mike Ferry started. Bill Pipes helped Tom Ferry get going. He was instrumental in helping Tom Ferry build what he has right now. And so now Coach Pipes is out on his own. Coach Pipes, since April, has gone out on his own. He was with John Chepak. I think that's his last name. I never can pronounce his last name, but he was with him for a while, and I got introduced to Coach Pipes kind of up and personal back in Cabo when we first came to EXP and went to One Big Fire, Brent's event down in Cabo, Mexico. Got a chance to hear Coach Pipes, and I met him, and he just, man, I'm telling you, this dude is just fire. He's just absolute fire, and he has a specific coaching platform, a specific coaching method that truly is for. I mean, think about this, Erica. I want you to think about this. I still have yet to wrap my mind around this. And again, this is one of those things that, I always say that we always function to the breadth and depth of our understanding of ourselves. We only function to what we believe is possible. And I've never in my entire life believed that making $1 million in commission in real estate is possible. I know people do it. I see people that do it. I've met people that have done it. But for me to sit here and tell you that I could conjure up enough belief in this moment right now on August the 11th, that I could conjure up enough belief in me to believe that making $1 million in commission in real estate is possible. I'm not sure I have that. I'm not sure I've got that gear yet. But I'm elevating my game and being around Coach Pipes when he tells me, man, I've got 35, 40 people that I'm coaching personally. They're all making $1 million, $2 million. We had dinner with him last night. He said, man, I got people making $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $5 million a year in commission. That just blows my mind. But those are the kind of people that you want to be around, because guess what? They get the cheat code. They know how to get there. They know how to do it. Right? If I want to learn how to cook a steak, I'm not going to ask Jagger how to cook a steak. I'm going to go find me a chef somewhere, or Carson, who can cook a steak. I'm going to say, how do I cook a steak? And then I watch him cook a steak, and I'm like, oh, I can do that. And then I improve on it over time. If I want to make $1 million in commission in this business, I don't hang out with people who are making $80,000 or $100,000. I don't hang out with people who are selling 12 or 13 deals. I go hang out with people who are doing this thing. And then when I sit there and watch them and I ask them questions and I see that, oh my gosh, if that guy can do it, I can do it. And that's going to be a great segue. That guy can do it, I can do it. That's my great segue into what we're going to talk about, because as you know, Eric, you've been with us a few days. I know, right? $1 million in commission. I don't even know how many deals that is. I've never even done the math on that. I mean, 500,000 I can feel 500,000. I can feel 600,000. But $1 million to get to 7 digits. And when we had dinner with Coach Pipes last night, Eric, and we're sitting there across the table from him, and he's just like, yeah, it's just as matter of factly as we're sitting there talking, yeah, they're making $1 million. This guy's making $3 million. This guy's making $5 million in commission. And I'm just like, what? How? Again, it runs up against my limit. Those words ran up against my limit. So now my challenge is, now I got to figure out, do I believe that's possible for me? Can I set an intention? Can I set a direction? Can I point my car in that direction? Can I point my nose at that star and start walking with intention to that? So let's go ahead and transition into what we've been talking about for the last week or so. And I'm going to use this. If that guy can do it, I can do it. If that guy can do it, I can do it. I wish I had this slide. I don't know if I've got this slide, Erica, or I'd show it. Let's see here. See if I have this slide. I don't know if I've got it in my file. Let's see if I can. No, I don't. I can't. I'm gonna next week. I'm gonna put Vic's. I'm gonna put Vic's because he did a presentation, and in his presentation he had a slide that says, "If that guy can do it, I can do it." And that was his mantra. If that guy can do it, I can do it. And when you see Vic Keller, that's how we're going to transition to this. If that guy can do it, I can do it. Vic Keller is not a millionaire, Erica. He's not a millionaire. He is a billionaire. That is a great mantra, by the way. That is a fantastic mantra. And if you ever get in a room of eagles and you find that you're just a little baby bird, you want to get around those eagles, and you start looking at those eagles and you start seeing what those eagles can do. What you soon realize is proximity is where the power is, right? And then you start to have that feeling, if that guy can do it, I can do it. And then that little baby eagle in you starts to little baby bird in you starts to see a big old eagle. And then you start to envision yourself being a big old eagle. And you start to envision not being a baby. You start looking at, well, I'm not a baby bird anymore. I'm going to go be an eagle. And being around other eagles helps you become an eagle. And then before you know it, you look back and you go, oh my gosh, I'm an eagle. And now look where I can fly, right? This is the deal. This is why proximity is power. So, Vic Keller, absolutely fantastic dude. We've been going through his four of what I named his billionaire buckets, right? His four things: intentionality, tenacity, situational awareness, and people. So we're going to talk about intention. I've talked about that a little bit this morning, and I'm going to get rocking on it because I gotta make sure that I stay on time this morning. I'm going to talk about this in our meeting today. I'm going to start our meeting with this. I hope Christy will let me start our meeting with this today when we get with Coach Pipes, and we're meeting with 50 real estate agents here in Nashville, most of which I don't know. We're getting them in a room. We're going to introduce them to Coach Pipes, and we're going to introduce them into this. And I'm hoping to be able to lead with this. I just said it a second ago. You are never going to go in the direction. You're never going to go in any direction other than where you're pointed. So whatever direction your nose is pointed, that's the direction you're going in. Whatever direction your eyes are looking, that is the direction you're going in. So if you find yourself looking like this all the time, if you find yourself looking back behind you all the time, if you find yourself looking side to side or behind, that's the direction you're going. You're not making progress. If you're looking side to side, you're swirling. You're like a canoe with one oar, and you're just going to spin. And you're going to wonder why your life's always the same. You're going to wonder why everything always looks the same. You're going to wonder why you never can make any progress. You're going to wonder have all of these questions that you're going to ask. If your eyes are always looking behind you, you're always looking in the past. You're always looking at what was instead of looking forward into what is. That's where you're always going to be. And you're going to wonder why your life always feels the same. You're going to wonder why your life always looks the same. You're going to wonder why you have the same old issues, the same old patterns, why you look the same way, why you feel the same way, why your bank account looks the same way. And it's because you go in the direction your eyes are facing. Look at the scroller on the bottom. What you are seeking is seeking you. Guess what? If you want to stay in your past will be your present. Your past will be your future. That old saying that history repeats itself is because we're always looking backwards. We're always looking back at what everybody else did to try to figure out what they did wrong. How can I make this right? Instead of facing our eyes forward, facing our intention forward, walking forward in forward momentum, taking one step in front of the other in the direction of our dreams, in the direction of our purpose, in the direction that God created us to go, and face our eyes pointed that direction. What you are seeking is seeking you. So this morning, my hope in my talk this morning, when I get up and talk this morning, is set your intention on being different this afternoon. Set your intention on hearing something that's going to change your life. Set your intention on being here and being present in this moment, because what you're about to hear is how to be an eagle. Set your intentions on being an eagle. I'm not going to say it exactly that way because I'm not going to give all my goodies away, but I am going to talk about setting your intention. So let's talk about intentionality. What Vic Keller says is you gotta think big and act bigger. You gotta think big and act bigger, but you gotta do it with intentionality. So what he says is align your daily actions with your long-term aspirations for greater fulfillment. I may just stay right there. Align your daily actions with your long-term aspirations for greater fulfillment. Gosh, that's good. Align your daily actions. Do the small things every day. Do the daily thing every day that align with your long-term aspirations. What are your long-term aspirations? What is it you're trying to accomplish? What is it you want? What has God put on your heart to do? What purpose do you have on this planet? How many lives are you supposed to touch? What platform do you need to be able to touch those lives? I am absolutely convinced that the reason people don't they don't live out their purpose, they don't fulfill their potential, they die with their song still inside them. They never sing the song that God gave them to sing. The reason people die with their song inside them is because they never truly set their aspirations. They never truly visualize where they're headed. They never truly write down in a book. They'll do it haphazardly. They'll do it every now and again, but they won't sit and write every single day, at least a bunch of days, where they're going, what their roadmap is. This is where I'm headed. And I try to write it down every single day, because if I don't know where I'm headed, there's no way for me to get there. I have to know where I'm at. I have to know where I'm headed, because I have to figure out the path to get there. So what Vic Keller says is align your daily actions with your long-term aspirations. But you got to know what your long-term aspirations are. You've got to write them down. Guys, thoughts not written down are just wishes. Goals not written down are just wishes. If you don't write down what you want, if you don't write down what you desire, if you don't write down your goals and your dreams, they are just wishes. They are puffs in the wind. Align your daily actions with your long-term aspirations for greater fulfillment. I mean, literally, how wonderful does it feel when you're actually walking in your purpose? How good does it feel when you have that moment where your emotions just hit the tuning fork in your soul just goes ding, and it's perfect, and you just feel like you want to bottle that feeling and make this last forever. That's when your emotions are in complete, your emotions are your gauge. And in that moment where your emotions feel that way and you feel like you can walk on water, you feel like you can float, you are in exact alignment with who you're supposed to be. And sometimes we get them on vacation. Sometimes we get them driving down the road after a great meeting. Sometimes we get it when we're riding in the car with our spouse. Sometimes we get it when we're having a conversation with our kid. Sometimes we get it when we're watching them do something that they love to do. It doesn't matter what it is. But every now and again, when we walk in direct alignment with our purpose, man, that emotional tuning fork goes off in our soul. And we say, I never, ever want this to end. I want this feeling to last forever. I know y'all been there. All right. Next one. Tenacity. Becoming relentless in your pursuit. Tenacity. People who are tenacious love what they do, and that passion keeps them going. They love what they do, and that passion keeps them going. They love what they do, and that passion keeps them going. What a great tenacity, passion, driving through storms, moving through challenges, doing the things that need to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It is that passion that keeps them going. It helps tenacious people create discipline. It helps tenacious people overcome challenges. It helps that tenacity helps people become the better version of themselves, because that passion inside to reach that intention, that passion inside to reach their goals or uncover that thing that they're supposed to uncover, that passion, that tenacity, it keeps them on the grind. It's that tenacity and that passion that keeps them going when they don't feel like going. It's that tenacity that helps you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning because you know there's something in that day that you got to get after. Are you living a life of passion? Are you living your life with passion? Are you going after your goals with passion? Are you trying to grab your dreams and make them a reality with passion? You got to want it. You got to want to get it. You got to get in there and get after it. You got to have passion. Passion fuels that tenacity. Passion pushes you through pain. Passion pushes you through the point of exhaustion. Passion pushes you when you don't feel like going. And what happens is when you keep going, what you find is you got more to give. But Christy, we talk about this all the time. When you push yourself past what you realized was possible, then you expand, you push your walls out a little bit. You expand your borders a little bit. You start to realize that you can do more than you've been doing. You start to understand that you're more capable than you thought you were. You understand that there are more things possible out there than you thought you were. You finally realize, hey, I can make $1 million in this business. If I can make 100,000, I can make $1 million. If I can make $500,000, I can make $1 million. You start to realize there's more out there for you. Passion fuels that. Tenacious people have passion. Tenacity has a level of passion in it. Situational awareness, developing a clear sight picture, seeing what it's going to look like, getting your chin up and your eyes out on the horizon, scanning 180 degrees to know what's out there. That's being situationally aware, knowing what's around you, knowing what your business looks like, knowing what the business influencers out there are, knowing how that's going to affect your leads, knowing how it's going to affect your clients, knowing how it's going to affect your life or your business or whatever it is, being situationally aware. What he says, what Vic Keller says is you have to stay agile. You've got to stay agile. You embrace an agile approach to business with situational awareness, promoting flexibility and responsiveness. You embrace an agile approach with situational awareness, promoting flexibility and responsiveness. Guys, we've got to be flexible in this business for sure. We've got to be responsive to market conditions for sure. You've got to be flexible in your life for sure. There are things like right now, I have expectations that my morning is going to go a certain way. I have expectations that I've visualized how this morning is going to go. But things happen. And we've got to be able to bob and weave. We've got to be able to try, fail, adjust. We've got to be able to make adjustments in our path or make changes in the direction that we're going. Doesn't mean we stop moving in that direction. We just may change. Instead of going this way all the time, we may end up going this way some. And instead of taking the left foot first, we may try the right foot first. There's all kinds of things that we can do here, but we have to be agile. We have to understand that we have to learn how to embrace the challenges and the changes that may come as a result of this forward direction, this forward motion, going in the direction of our dreams. Be agile. Don't get locked in. Have an open mind. Be open-minded. You don't know everything. I don't know everything. I promise you there's no way to know everything. Gary Brecka, who's a 10X health coach, one of the smartest people I've ever, I think he's a robot, no joke. Smartest people I've ever met. That dude's always learning. And he's smarter than 99% of the population. And that dude's always learning. He's always agile. He's always going to figure out something. He's never going to sit and say, I got it figured out. I know it all. People. Here's Vic's fourth big consideration in my self-named Vic Keller's 4 billionaire buckets. Guides, and he talks about guides versus gurus, right? Guides, people have been there, done that. That's why Coach Pipes is so valuable. He started in the real estate business. He's been in the real estate coaching space. He's been in real estate leadership. He's been in real estate training leadership. He's been a coach forever and ever and ever. He's been there, done that. He's a guide. He's not someone who just read a book about sales or read a book about psychology. He's been in the trenches. He knows what it's like to write a contract, to call a lead, to get hung up on, to talk to for sale by owners. He knows what it's like to make a big commission, to make no commission. He knows what that's like. He's a guide. Guides foster a growth mindset. They help entrepreneurs embrace challenges and opportunities for learning and improvement. I'm going to say that again because I'm not sure if I enunciated that very well. Guides foster a growth mindset. Guides help entrepreneurs embrace challenges as opportunities, and they embrace their opportunities for learning and improvement. And kind of what I just said. Guys, agree or disagree that you grow more from challenges than you do from comfort? Agree or disagree that you grow more from pain than you do from comfort? We all do. We grow more from discomfort than we do from comfort. We strengthen ourselves more from pain. You can't, I promise you, you cannot get stronger sitting on the couch. Can't. You cannot get skinnier sitting on the couch. We all would love that to happen. We would all love that to be so, but I am telling you, it ain't so. You can't get more fit sitting at a desk. You can't get more fit enjoying your backyard. To improve yourself physically, you have to challenge yourself physically. To improve yourself mentally, you get to challenge yourself mentally. To improve yourself emotionally, you're going to be challenged emotionally. To be better professionally, you're going to have to be challenged professionally. That's just the way it works. So let's not, guides help you understand. I help you understand. Coach Pipes helps you understand. The guides in your life help you understand that it's not always going to be easy. And I wouldn't want it to be. I don't want it to be easy for me, and I don't want it to be easy for you, because I know that's how we grow. We shared stories last night across the dinner table. And you share these stories of all the challenges and the things that have happened, but we're sitting there having dinner together, smiling, laughing, cutting up, talking about these challenges and what we learned from those challenges, how much strength that gave us, how much resolve that gave us. Y'all, embrace the challenges. Welcome the challenges. Come on. It's only going to hurt for a minute. What's the saying? If it doesn't kill you, what's it do? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And guess what? It ain't going to kill you. It's not. Being a better version of you is not going to kill you. Getting in better shape, you'll think you're dead. I remember when I started running doing 75 hard, I thought I was going to die. Good morning, Miss Heidi. But I didn't die. Look, I'm still here. Guess what? I'm 100 for 100. I am a 100% successful liver of life. I did it again. I beat it again. So, alignment. Being in alignment with our destination. Having our nose pointed in the direction of our dreams. Be intentional. Using our passion to fuel our tenacity. Using our passion to help us fuel our tenacity. Doing those daily things. I'm going to go back to doing the daily small things. Doing the daily small things. Daily small things. The seemingly inconsequential things. But we do those daily things that are in alignment in the direction of where we're headed. Okay? Passion fuels our tenacity. With situational awareness. Oh, being nimble, being agile, being able to try, fail, adjust, being able not getting so bogged down and having to do it your way all the time, having to understand that there are better ways to do it, listening to coaches, listening to other people, understanding that maybe there is a better business model, there's a better way, there's a better mousetrap, being agile, thinking a little bit of getting out of that little box thinking that we do, getting out of that little thing that we do, and this little scarcity mindset, we try to protect everything. Getting out of that, I got to get out of this thing. I get out of this call because I'm going to be late. And then finding guides, right, who are going to encourage you to embrace your challenges. They're going to encourage you to embrace those things that are going to make you stronger. They're going to encourage you. Guides have been there, done that. They have the battle scars. Their survival story is your guide. Their survival story helps you. It's your guide. All right. So we've got a big day ahead. I'm gonna get off this call. I wish you guys were here to hear Coach Pipes. We'll have him again. So the next event, you guys make sure you're there. We'll get him to Georgia, and so our Georgia folks can have some fun with Coach Pipes. But y'all, I'm gonna be better at the end of this day than I am right now. That's my deal today. On August the 11th, 2023, I'm going to be better when my head hits the pillow tonight. I'm going to be a better version of me tonight than I am right now. I promise you that. Promise you that. Love you guys. Have an awesome Friday. Have a wonderful, wonderfully fantastic weekend. Okay? Heidi will get you. I promise. Have a wonderfully fantastic and productive weekend. Get some deals under contract. Get that listing signed. Do some work today. Expand your mind. Think bigger than you're thinking right now. Be better tonight when your head hits the pillow than you are right now. Make that your goal today. I love you guys. Be good. Be great. Be you. And we'll see you Monday. Bye, y'all.